the deep state, they wanted that forgotten as quickly as possible. The fake news media, they hate.
What? Hold on. The deep state forgot what? Does anybody know what this means? Hold on.
And then they go after the people that went after the spies, right? And they spied on my campaign. And if you look, it was Biden and Obama and their group of people. And the deep state, they wanted that forgotten as quickly as possible.
The deep state, they wanted that forgotten as quickly as possible. Okay, so what did they shoot us all? Does the deep state have the flashy ray?
The fake news media, they hate to cover it. And when you say they spied on my campaign, they go, well, No, they actually spied on my campaign. We have it.
No, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, dipshit. I don't go, well, I say, no. They didn't spy on your fucking campaign. They were spying on our enemies abroad, and people in your campaign kept calling them. I, for the record, am the deep state, in case you're wondering. I'm the Democratic establishment. You want to blame somebody? Blame me, motherfucker. That's right. I'm the deep state, dipshit. I know exactly where you are and what you're doing all the time, and you can never get rid of me no matter what you say. So fuck you.
But also, we'll see. It's,
Leslie Stahl said
I don't
no,
think
though,
any,
so at 60 Minutes, so it didn't happen.
Yeah.
She's a very credible
Leslie
source,
Stahl.
of course.
That's Bongholio thinking he's being funny by slamming Leslie Stahl and saying, I suppose, with some level of sarcasm, that she is a credible source. But he's written 3 books, and he has left-wing sources to something about how they spied on his campaign. Uh-huh.
And, she never gave me an apology.
No,
and David Muir didn't give me. When I said crime is rampant,
right.
He said, no, crime has gone down.
Crime has gone down.
Right.
And he said the
But you were
FBI
right.
told him. I said, well, the FBI, it's a fraudulent report.
No, it isn't.
Because they didn't include the worst
You
cities.
saw the FBI.
Yes, they did.
A correction? You
They
were right.
corrected, yeah.
They had to say, oh, yeah, there were 1,699 more. How do you miss a murder?
They go,
how the hell the guy's dead.
That's right.
How do you miss a murder?
They go, let's include a few other cities like the
Right.
worst cities, right? No.
Nope. They do those regular updates. Big cities take longer to determine whether somebody died by homicide or whether they get a conviction on it or whether there's a victim impact statement that points to it directly or whether it was a suicide, because most gun deaths in the country are suicide, so it takes them a little bit longer because there's a lot more fucking people than the crime statistics in fucking Versailles, Kentucky.
That's very sad what's happening with the FBI.
You ever say to yourself, gosh, my batting average with these media idiots is like 1,000? Like this is Trump 1,000, media losers.
He says that to himself all the time. He always has. You know who he should talk about that, Bongholio? Talk to, what's his name? John Barron, I think was his name.
0. I mean, I got to tell you, of all the media moments you've had, the one that infuriates me the most, it's actually a segment on my show, is the Leslie
Oh boy.
Stahl sir moment.
I see. So that's why you're grinding on this shit?
Sir, we can't verify. You're the media, you loser. What do you mean you can't? Your job was, all you had to do was go to the FBI and ask, is this thing real?
And she knew it. She knew.
Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, anything you want to know from the FBI, they'll tell you right away. Especially if it's details they don't have currently. I know what you mean. Also, David Dennison. Talk to David Dennison at the FBI. It's a great idea.
But look, it's I think the worst scandal I've ever seen in broadcast history.
He's going to go with the 60 Minutes because he thinks they edited her answer to make her sound smarter. Because he, and you know why he's doing that. You know why, because the 60 Minutes, he was scared to do it. And he chickened out and all that shit. And she went and everybody liked it. Even though they were tough on her, she responded. Same thing with fucking Brett Baer, right? He's still grinding with it. But the issue that he has is that his team has to ask for shit to be edited all the time. Like the Fox town hall he did with Harris Faulkner. They have to request edits. And in some cases, Fox has to put in edits so they don't get into deep shit with the Dominion case, for example. They have to cut stuff out to protect their bottom line, right? It's and so he's He's pissed all the time that he doesn't get edit help. Why can't somebody edit out my bullshit, is what he's thinking.
Will maybe not be as much of a scandal. If that were a Republican, it would have been over. When they changed Kamala's answer, they didn't edit. They took her entire, which showed she was crazy. They took it out, the entire paragraph, and it was a long, lots of, they say word salad. I don't like the term, actually, but they...
Because you're tossing your words in a salad with thick, creamy dressing all the time.
Say word salad. It was just words, like rambling words.
Yeah, that's what word salad means, you dumb motherfucker. The words are all tossed together. They have no coherent meaning. That's what word salad means, you dumb motherfucker. Why? What? I don't like word salad. Why? Because it sounds good, or like salad makes it sound healthy? Is this the brilliant marketing mind that stole "Make America Great Again" and "America First" from other people, and when pushed to come up with his own thing, came up with CAG? Remember that? What did he come up with? CAG. Keep America Great. I told my team, keep America great. I want to make America great again. We are going to make America great again over and over. Magoo. And then CAG. I said CAG, and they were like, no, nobody liked it. But I always thought CAG would be a good thing. Keep America great. We should run on CAG and make CAG hats. And we sold a bunch of CAG hats, and I got a fucking garage full of Chinese CAG hats. Dumb motherfucker.
Horrible. So they take it out and they put another statement that you made 2 pages later. They insert it.
2 pages later.
And nobody would have known the difference, and they got caught. They got caught.
Yeah, you've nailed CBS.
And I think it's the worst scandal. You know.
Also, does anybody? All right, hold on. This whole idea that it was 2 pages later. This seems like something he's making up. Hold on. All right. Let me check in on something. Okay. Let's see. Let's go. 60 minutes. Harris interview. Edit. Changed answer. Something like that. Adding 60-minute interview to make her answer more succinct, right? That's fine. They do that all the time. Let's see. Continue. Hold on. Kamala Harris interview is embroiled in bias scandal. Editing an interview. Let's do this. I'm going to grab this one. Add this one up. Okay. Before Harris is seen giving a rambling words and an answer to a question about Israel. In the actual interview, the following answer is after weeks silence, they hit back at Trump's comments. Sunday's called them false. The network who's that's his deliberately accused by them of and rambling. Blah blah blah. When 60 Minutes gave an excerpt of our interview with Face the Nation, they used a longer section of her answer than 60 Minutes. Same question, same answer, but a different portion of her response. When we edited in the interview, whether political about the portion of the 60 Minutes succinct, which allows time for other subjects, and a wide-ranging 21-minute thing. Okay, CBS fires back at deceitful editing. This is the Telegraph. CBS aired Kamala Harris giving 2 different answers to the same question. They didn't. They cut down the answer for this primary one. Trump leads backlash as clips suggesting rambling response on Israel changed to more precise answer. Play with an answer question about Israel. The work we've done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or as a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region. Where's that between the interview? This is okay. So this is the This is the fuller answer. It's October 6th, October 7th. Hold on. Why is this not playing? Hold on. I don't know why there's... Oh, over here. Sorry.
But it seems...
Hold on.
That Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We are not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end. Movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that...
Yeah. So fucking what? You've got a 3-circle war happening to Israel right now. There's so many multiple players in that region. The idea that we're like, Oh, Israel, we're going to say booyah. And to the Palestinians, we're like, welcome home. Like the idea that you're just going to throw two of these fucking things. I'm sorry. How please acknowledge your super chats. Some of us cannot afford to repeat them. Hi, Julie. I apologize if I missed those, but I really do focus on making the show happen. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can find back in here. Is this in the thing? Does it work in the thing? Doing it, do. Go, let's see. Hold on. I gotta pop this out so I can see it. Pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. Okay. Hopefully it works. Hold on. It's all the members. Let's see. Sorry. Just so you know. I don't know why this window isn't opening. I will, Andrea, if anybody can, if I miss them in there, can you grab them and put them in the other chat so that I can see them? Because obviously the chat goes by so fast, it's hard to back up, and I can only back up 2 pages on mine, which is about, I have 5,300 people in here right now. So if you see any, that would be great. I'd love that. Just so you know, 1 second. Hi, chat. What's happening? There you go. I'm scrolling. Anyways, I'll go back to what I'm doing, and then I don't be upset if I don't see them in that regard. I don't necessarily read super chats automatically because I don't want people to just like pay to be heard. People should say what they could say and recognize they're part of the community here. But just so you know, yeah, there's 5348 in my chat right now, and that's just people talking. That's people who have actually typed something.
You know, it's one thing if they took even a sentence off, because they do that with me all the time.
They literally just took a sentence off.
Because I like to speak in long sentences, paragraphs, right? And if they take a sentence out like in the middle, it really does screw it up.
By the way, what did I tell you about him being mad? What did I tell you? He's pissed because he doesn't get editing too. He wants them to tighten up what he's saying.
But think of this. They took the whole thing in and they replaced it with a totally unrelated time and place.
They absolutely didn't. They literally just shaved off the top of it and went directly to the conversation. Like, just jackassery. Like, talking out of his ass. Oh, I see. Let's see. Oh, there it is, Julie. Thank you so much. Yes, good on you for Minnesota. And did I get the KISS memorabilia? Not yet, although I still have to pick up my mail when I go to LA next time. I wasn't able to last time, but I will let you know. And thank you. Yes, there you go. And thanks to everybody who's becoming a member and the like. And yeah, there it is. Excellent. Pablo, thank you. Proud disabled Mexican American. Wheeled myself down to the mail drop box and voted blue down the ticket. Excellent. Okay, good. Thank you so much, Andre. I appreciate that. All right, here we go.
And they put it in, and that's the only one that we caught. And we want them to release the tapes now. So I think I'm going to sue them, actually.
Good. Go for it.
I think.
Yeah. Have fun. Go ahead. Sue them for doing their interview on there like they do everybody else's interview.
So, no, you know what? They can't defend it.
Yeah, they can. They have a 21-minute segment and a 40-minute interview that they're cutting into other topics, including pieces of your rally, pieces of her rally, pieces of fucking Walls talking to people.
And if they do, and even if they win, it's going to be very embarrassing. 60 Minutes, so I've done it many.
Even if they win, it's going to be very embarrassing. For you.
Times I did it with Mike Wallace. The best one I ever had was Mike Wallace, and he was the biggest killer. And Chris tries to be Mike, but you still have to have it.
Yeah, he's not cutting it.
He doesn't.
He's not cutting it.
But
hey, Bongholio, you're cutting it though, dude. You're just like, man, you're the next. I've often looked at him and gone, man, he's the next Leslie Stahl. I mean, there's a lot of similarity in the face and in the physique.
It's a very embarrassing moment for them, but the media is not pressing it. You would think the media would be pressing it. And I go a step.
Oh, the media. Did they have a meeting? The media? All of them? Do they have something? Jesus.
It's so bad they should lose their license and they should take 60 Minutes off the air. This is like the $64,000 question many years ago. Have you ever read the books on television? Yeah. They caught somebody, they gave somebody the answers, right? And he was very famous. They ended up giving him the answers. And the whole thing, it was the biggest scandal maybe in television. But this is potentially.
Yeah, you remember that, the $64,000 question. Are we talking about the guy who won on Jeopardy? Or another book you didn't read?
Because think of what they did. It's election interference. They gave her an answer.
Right.
It was worse than that. They took the answer out and put a new answer in.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
Mr. President, I think you should call them 61 minutes from now on because they added an extra minute for Kamala. So I think it's a mistake to call.
Okay, dipshit. No. They took a minute out. 59 minutes, you dumb fuck. That's not that's not even what he's saying. They cut out another piece and they moved up. It was less, not more, you abs. Fucking hell. Like, dude, get your criticism. It's all bullshit, but at least be consistent.
Call him 60 minutes. You're giving him too much credit. So in public speeches, just refer to him 60.
If it's too much credit, then why give him one more minute? You mean 59 minutes, you dumb motherfucker?
One. They had an extra minute for Kamala.
But how about David Muir? Everything I said.
Right. Crime is down, right?
No, everything I said, he questioned. There wasn't a thing. Every single thing I said, he.
Real quick, could it possibly be that you were predominantly, far and away, more full of shit than anybody else in any other debate in history, as per your kind of, I don't know, the standard you set even for yourself?
He questioned, and he was wrong, I think, on every one of them, I'm pretty sure.
No, he wasn't wrong on any of them. Ridiculous. You're a silly person. By the way, you're watching Hal Sparks Mega Worldwide, and I think that shows taste and breeding on your part. You know what you should do? You should share the show and let people know it's here, and you should subscribe to the podcast, Hal Sparks Podcast Mega Worldwide, and patreon.com/Hal Sparks, and subscribe. And then please find people to subscribe. I don't know why my viewership is equal to every other big channel on YouTube, it seems, and yet my subscriptions are what am I, your backdoor man? I'm fine with that. I'm fine. You know what I mean? Basically I'm your digital side piece. I get it. But it's getting very, very difficult to explain how packed this part of the internet is. And there's a line outside the internet trying to get in here, and it's full. I can't let anybody else in, but they're like, yeah, no, that's all right. There's about 75,000 subscribers. Meanwhile, sites with 1 million subscribers aren't seeing anywhere near my viewer hours. Curious, wouldn't you say? All right.
And he never questioned her. And she talked about Charlottesville. She talked all things that have been, as they say, debunked. Another term I don't like, but it's a pretty accurate term.
So is that what you don't like about it? You don't like that it's debunked? Or that it's accurate?
Totally debunked. Bloodbath. They used a bloodbath. I was talking about the car industry, right? Not
bullshit. That's his cleanup.
Not talking about a bloodbath. He used the word bloodbath.
Right.
These people are sick. You got to say, though, they are good at what they do. You have to admire it.
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, hey, say what you will about the fucking Democrats, but apparently we run big tech, we run the military-industrial complex, we own the media now, we control most of the big corporations because they're allegedly woke, which I don't know where the fuck that came from. What else? We control the fucking weather. We have, we absolutely run NASA so that people can be convinced the earth is round and not flat. So far, Democrats are running everything and have been for a while, or what, we only took it over since this motherfucker showed up? So either he handed us the keys or we've always been running it and we let you dumbasses believe he was president for a while. Oops. The deep state has spoken.
They are sick.
You know, you and I are New York kids, you know. I'm just
Yeah, kids.
Just slight tad bit younger, but you remember 1980s Times Square pre-Giuliani.
Yeah.
You know, remember the Folexes, the fake Rolexes, and then all the peep shows and stuff. I mean, some of the
Remember it.
scammers were good. Remember the shell game guys?
That's
They
right.
were good. Like, so that's them. Like, if you're going to be good at a scammer, you might as well be good at it. That's what 60
The press
Minutes
is a big scam.
Oh,
it's
they're amazing.
terrible. It's, you know,
The press is a big scam. David Dedison.
I don't know that a country can come back if it has a fake press.
It's hard.
Because they're like the policemen. You know, they keep people honest, right? But Democrats don't have to be honest. They really don't have to be honest because they're not going to.
Yeah, we don't have to. We don't have to be honest. We just choose to. You're only honest when you have to be. That should tell you something. And even then,
Will never be accused of anything. It's interesting. I was so amazed that Harvey Weinstein got schlonged. He got hit as hard as you.
I mean, when you see that on Shitter or like clipped other places, it's weird. But like you hear him say it, it's extra fucking gross. Live in the schlonged is what he just said, which I suppose he means screwed, but screwed didn't sound gross enough.
They will never be accused of anything.
Okay, by the way, and let's just follow up with it. He says Democrats get away with everything. They will never be accused of anything. And his example is Harvey Weinstein, who got Me Too'd into fucking jail and is going, as soon as he gets out of the New York jail, he's going to the LA jail. He's going to prison. Again, he's going to die in prison.
It's interesting. I was so amazed that Harvey Weinstein got schlonged. He got hit as hard as you can get hit.
Also, Trump has cock on the brain right now. He's been like he says schlonged here. He's talking about Arnold Palmer's dick. Like he lately. Maybe it's just because he hasn't seen his in so long, and he can't remember where he left it.
Because he was sort of the king of the woke, right? And yet he got
No, he wasn't.
hit, and I figured that maybe he wouldn't get hit so hard, but boy, did he get. You don't know him well. I don't know him well. But I watched that, and it was amazing. So when they do get hit, they get hit. But that's
Right. When we do get hit, we get hit. Right. When someone uses their stature in the industry to make the most women-forward movies you can make in Hollywood, so that they have access to the most famous actresses in Hollywood and can make them debase themselves for that person, then fuck that person. Yeah.
that's the only one I can think of. Normally
That's the only one you can think of. That's the Menendez. You're not gonna. I mean, he's literally like, we wanted to bounce that motherfucker. Anthony Weiner. Does he have still have a position?
protect everybody. What they did with Adams, I think, is very suspect.
I heard you bring that up last night.
Well, I brought it up because he was on.
Oh, okay. So that's the other part. So he wants to bring up that he's bringing this up and to compete against Mayor Adams, somebody that they fucking hate. But the idea is that the minute he complained about immigration, and other states, other mayors have done this, none of them were actually engaged in a fucking criminal conspiracy.